Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the finals of the 2v2 Spring Series here, sponsored by EGL and Europa Halo. I'm Joe Sketch, joined here by Alex Knighty, a quality NA caster over there. I mean, accolades of law. I could have listed down quite a lot of stuff there, Knighty, for sure. We've just seen our quarterfinals game between Divine Mind and Cat Fox, and Cat Fox come out with the upset there, 90. Now they come up against Dave's adopted son. That's going to be Shiesty and Sanart. How do you see this one going?
Well, the grand finalists taking on the upsetters, like, this is pretty much primed to be a great match. You know, I don't know what their previous statistics are. I'm sure that they've matched up at some point. That's really going to be the tell sign right there, just to see what their map win rate is against each other. You know, see, history does repeat itself, and that's exactly what I'm expecting in this case. But the finals is a little different. Today has a little added pressure to it. You know, you're always going to feel a little bit more nerves on that day. Championships are always won by the people that make the least amount of stakes under the most amount of pressure. So, yeah, I mean, both teams just going to be super close. If I'm going to throw a prediction out, I got to give it to Mista and Marine. They're hot off of a really big upset, and they've got the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's adopted son are definitely another beast. I think that Fireboy and Sticker individually are better, are really, really good two individual players. But Dave's adopted son, Shiesty and Sanart, they're a bit more methodical and work as a team more on the map. So what I like to see from them it is a bit more of their movement, fluid movement as a team, compared to where Sticker and Fireboy are sort of soaring out, challenging these 1v1s, which we see. I'm going to load up into our Plaza game. And just before we get into the meat of this game, Shiesty, Mr. and Marine have all teamed together in one of our Halo 5 Pro Series so far. But what I've seen Shiesty is he's ran top middle and he's missed BOS. So I'm not going to even start that you want if you're Cat Fox there.
That's just something you cannot have happen, especially off the rip in game number one, just setting the tone for the rest of the series. That is a really bad thing to happen. You hate to see it, especially if you're the teammate, right? You're like, okay, my teammate's got OS. Wait a minute. Why did he not get OS? You know, that's the head game that you're playing with. Like, having that confidence that your teammate can just pick up a simple OS. Oh man, that's really going to be rough.
Yeah, regain for Shiesty there. I'm sure he'll be chalking that one off. Robert thinking onto the next gunfight as well. And they did get a stick. Sanart did get a stick onto West player, so it is off the map now. And it seems to be that Marine and Mista have taken that in their stride. They're now in the lead as well. That momentum, as you said, 90, all in their favour so far. And they started as well as they could do in this game. Still 4 shots and Mista in this sniper rifle. Let's see if he can hit some heads. He is again. I said about the survivability of Mista. He's 0 deaths so far in this game, 90. So he's been playing so well at keeping his life. He does miss a no-scope, though. I was getting a bit excited then. I thought he might have hit it. But so far, it seems a bit of a stalemate game as both teams try and find out where they each are. Miss is going to get into a 1v1 here. And Marine off the side of Matt does win his. So Miss rightly so going to back away. And now Sanart has to run. He has to sprint away. I don't think he's going to be closed out. I wouldn't desperate about it if I was Marine. But so far, again, it's a nice play from the line from both Marine and Mista in this one. And they are 6-2 up.
Great work out of Mista, playing his life, going to double back and protect his teammate. We're seeing a lot of that out of these teams. I'm not sure, what's going on with that, but there's so much chasing involved and just getting caught out. Like, as soon as your teammate goes down, you just need to play your life, get out of there, get back with your teammate, and organize a push. And that's just not what we're seeing. Really easy kills happening from Cat Fox. Dave's adopted son is really giving them some easy kills at the moment, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. Mista in a big 1v1, just keeping that player off of the OS. He's just going to be baiting it for a second. He knows that player fell down, though, and the other player's on spawn. So he knew exactly what to do. He grabbed that OS. Very good proactive play out of Mista. No hesitation in his decision-making whatsoever.
I mean, and he still hasn't died yet in this game, 90. He's getting a clean up a kill, that kill. He's 2 kills off a killing frenzy again. And I mean, we might be on missing this whole game so far. He's playing absolutely lights out, gets a new sniper for his troubles as well. And he didn't miss the OS grab, so he's got that one clean swept as well. 13-4, this game is spiraling for the side of Cat Fox as well. And what a series they're playing so far. Nice one shot onto Shicey there. Hopefully we'll get cleaned up. As I think that might have been a ninja. I think that might have been a ninja. I'm not too sure. Can we get some production on that side? Was that a ninja? I mean, it's Spilly's saying maybe in my ears. That's definitely what he's saying. I mean, it's not really come to much at this point. It's 14-5. Mister's still alive, and he's 1 kill off that killing frenzy. Perfect play so far, really, from him, 90. You can't say anything else. He's still got sniper rifle. Well, he's got light rifle now. He's still got his life. Yeah, I can't really say anything else. Quality play.
Unless Marine naded himself and made himself 1 beatdown away from getting killed, you can basically surmise with the timing of the spawn for Sanart, his teammate, he wasn't able to get any help there. So I'm definitely thinking that was a ninja. I mean, that was a big upset to have happen when you get a player down that no shields and that weak. That's a big momentum swing coming from Dave's adopted son. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. This OS is going to be massive. They need to not only bait it out and get some kills around it, but they need to get the full.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I saw the calculations working out in your mind there. I could hear the brain working to try and work out that ninja shots. This should be the next OS coming up any second now in a 1 versus 1. Both these players just managing to stay and play their lives and missing a couple of crucial shots to get the cleanup. But it looks like the OS has been grabbed behind the eyes of Sanov. He turns away for 1 second, and that's now OS once again in Mister's hands. He's running into 2 red team players, but gets a team shot across the map. OS is gone, but Marine and cleans up that one, and the bags are coming in. That is going to be some tea definitely being served up there, and Cat Fox are going to be drinking that.
Gotta love the body disrespect when it comes in like that, especially with a lead like this. Man, you know you're feeling some type of way. They're really feeling the pressure at the moment. You know, they come into this and they're so darn confident. Marine with a big double kill, no scope and beatdown. Feeling really good about this right now. I mean, this is such a different matchup. There's so many more mistakes coming from Dave's adopted son than we saw in the previous match. They are just making so many different plays that we would have never seen in the previous matchup. They've got to regain after this because it looks like they could possibly lose full.
Oh my days, Mister making sure that Shicey's dead there as well. This game is written off. Close it down already now. Let's play game 2 because Shicey and Sanot need to regain in this one. Mister and Marine came out of nowhere, and I'm gonna give credit to you, 90, for that chat you had with Marine. He's saying he can beat Cartel 2s. Well, he's proven he's gonna get in his way soon. If they win one more game, they're gonna go to the winners finals and get that game they want. They've taken down Divine Mind, our top 2 squad. They're now battling against Dave's adopted son, our top 3 squad, and they've just won 25-10 in game 1. What a tournament they're having so far.
There's a lot that can be said for that kind of determination and confidence, you know, just having that conviction in what you want to do. You know, they see that Legend and Shady are as good as they are, and they have that goal set for themselves. They're like, look, I don't care who they are. I don't care what's been going on. We're going to get as good as them or better someday, somehow. And that's exactly how the regional Halo has been working for the past 6 or 7 years with HCS, you know, really revving up the regional Halo. That the competition has gotten to a new level. We really haven't seen it like this before. It's getting to a point to where one day I see EU winning an NA event. It's going to happen. It's inevitable at this point because think about it. Legend and Shady haven't been to these lands in NA, and yet they're playing at a level that is almost at the top of the world. I mean, they're top tier players, and that's going to help all of the other players in the region. Just like Marine and just like Misto, they're going to be playing against players like Legend and Shady, and they're just going to match that skill level. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a huge amount of work that they've put in, and it's obviously showing.
I think, Nighty, by you saying that EU might have a chance to win a LAN, I think you've just locked it in the books that you've got EU support all the way for going forward. I'm sure that's going to make all of our community here really happy. But I do agree with you as well. And Mister, just to showcase as well, he went 14 for 1 in that game, Nighty. He died once in that game, and he's just been lights out. But obviously Marine there as well. Even Sanat and Shicey had an amazing week last time, so we can't even say that this is against a lower set of opposition. Like, Shicey's done some sort of short slide. I don't even know who's dancing across the map and grabbing OS. Clean him on the Marine. A nice grab from him. He gets both kills for the start as well. And this could be it. This could be what they need. Shicey and Sanat now have them on spawns. Can they try and take this momentum? Almost half that OS left now. They know they are, and they're hunting them down here at the start of this game.
Yeah, that movement from Shicey was so darn smooth, and that's pretty much what he was going for in game number 1, right? Like, he was ready for getting that OS. He didn't make it happen just quite yet. It was like a high-risk, high-reward type play. Like, you've got to swing in there and swing fast, but if you miss it, like, you know, that's a huge problem. But he grabbed it this time, and it's a much better game getting started. Shicey, hats off to him. That was so darn smooth looking. Love the instant replays. By the way, shout out to the production level of Europa. They are doing an incredible job. Look at those stats too on the fly. Mista having some incredible games. Tons of damage. Gosh, 2,000. Really exactly what you would expect from a player like him. Marine going to get a big cleanup here on top middle. That's what you need to have happen on this map. Regret is all about the top middle plays, making sure to just flood in and just single out the players onto the other team. And that's a good start here from Dave's adopted son, but they got to keep up that momentum that they just gained. They got to get a lot more aggressive on Cat Fox if they're going to have any like chance in hell, because right now Cat Fox looks too darn good.
I mean, what I'm seeing though is when the aggressing comes in from Dave's adopted son, Mister and Marine are just so good at defensive holds as well. I mean, you saw at the start of that game, Shicey push him with OS, and he played it wow. But Mr. Marine just bait and switched the whole time in a 2 versus 1, and he didn't even get a trade for that. That was at the start of this game. Shicey must be on his sled soon, but it's Sanat this time. Sanat's grabbed the OS. He didn't quite slide like Shicey does, but he just picked us up. So this is an inlet back into the game, but so far, 2 OSs on the side of Dave's adopted son, and it's Mr. Marine in the lead comfortably so far. Those OS kills have probably gained about 2 or 3 kills overall. And realistically, this is what you need. You need to control this power up to even stand a chance against the momentum that Mr. Marine have right now. And again, we've just seen on Sanat's screen, Mister some dipsy doodle away whilst he was one shot, just proving that he's got playing his life. Looking at Sanat's stats as well from week 3 as well, and they had such a great week just for a second there as well. They had such a great week. They placed top 2. This is effectively our top 2 squad from last week, and they're looking like top 8, top 12 squad against this other squad of Mr. Marine, because they're playing so well. But in this game so far, at least it's been a bit more dogfightish. It hasn't been these massive collapses. It's a bit trades here and there here, Nighty. And at the moment, this means that Sanat and Shicey have retaken the lead. So those are West is coming in clutch so far, as they now see themselves 2 kills up.
There's big decisions that you've got to make. You got to know when to stay alive, when to give up your life. And right there, when the OS was coming up, it just started this entire cycle of spawn kills, and it really has never been the same since. Fireboy really needed to, I believe it wasn't, I'm sorry, not Fireboy, but Mista. Mista was needing to challenge the play for OS. He got that player down to no shields, and he really needed to jump back out and get that kill. His teammate was dying. He was leaving the kill for his teammate, but he needed to jump out. That's that game sense. That's that awareness in the moment. You got to know when to go for those kills. That player grabbed the OS, and he was dead to rights. Had he jumped back out, he would have got that kill. He played a little too smart and a little too passive, and that's really going to bite him, because the momentum is just fully in the favor of Dave's adopted son right now. This OS is going to be massive, and they get it again. They are just all over that OS, playing much better than game number 1.
That was a perfect grab as well from Sanat. He literally was on the OS about 0.1 of a second and grabbed it, and he's shooting bodies now as well. So Sanat's shooting bodies. We saw Mr. Marina first game, and Sanat's answering back. But Sanok, you've got to finish out this game. It's a bit closer than when Miss Marine were doing it. It's only 4 kills. You get Matt down to no shields, but I like that confidence as well. Sanok and Shicey almost playing in the minds of Mr. Marine now as well. They want to try and frustrate him, just like they've been doing to Fireball and Stick in this last game, and Sanok and Shicey himself in this game so far as well. So I'm really liking this change in turnaround for Sanok and Shicey. They have the gun skill. They might have been caught maybe a bit cold-handedly in that first game, a bit trapped on spawns or out of play. Maybe that OS grab at the start from Shicey threw him off. But so far now we're seeing a different side to Sanok, especially on our screens now. He's turning. He knows exactly when the spawns are coming in. He's getting those crucial nades and shots down as well, playing the map really, really well. And this is what we need to see this game go all the distance to the game 3. It's still close quarters now. Marine and Mister could come back into this one, and Shicey and Sanok still have to play their game to win this one out. But I'm liking the play so far from both these two teams.
The control from Mista and Marine starting to come out. They're putting a lot more priority on top middle, but I still want to see them getting ready a lot earlier for that OS and hunting down these players faster. That seems to be the only thing really holding them back. They do a good job at controlling top middle, but as soon as I say that, Shicey's going to come in and take them down. We've got a good hiding spot there from that player. I believe that was, who was that? That was Mista. Mista was just waiting it out, waiting for both players to look around for him, and very good job by him. Very heads-up play from Mista.
Oh, I think Marine missed a lot of shots there. Sanok getting a big 1 versus 1. That's now made it a 5-kill game. He got that 1 versus 1 right at the OS. This should be it here now. Nighty Shicey's got that OS. He's hunting down the players now. He needs to get some top mid control, though. I don't know. I want to see him get towards that top middle, get some shots down. He's playing a bit too low for my liking right now, but Mister's getting caught down to 1 shot. Marine's also weak as well in the base. This is going to be the kills coming through any second now from Dave's Dr. Sun. Barring a ninja, it doesn't come through. Shicey got a ninja in that last game, but he doesn't get ninja in this one, so nice play from him. This should make it a nice stick in the end, but it's all too late, really. 24-19. All players on respawn now. Misses our first one up to the top and middle, and, I mean, that OS grab really clinched the game, man, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know what the exact stat is on it, but I believe we've seen 4 OSs be grabbed by Dave's adopted son. And it kind of has been uncontested in a way. I mean, there was times where Cat Fox looked like they could be ready for it, but they just let it slip through their fingers, which is a total opposite of what we saw in Game 1. Game 1 was very much all in the favor of Cat Fox. It looked like a totally different matchup. Like this team has just turned it around. Regret is definitely their type of map, and it's played very similar to our game number 3 map, Truth. So I would definitely put the favor in Dave's adopted son for this one.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought Cat Fox played so well in that first game of our series. And I thought they're going to use that momentum to carry them through to the finals as well, make that statement and play against Cartel 2s. But Dave's adopted son played really, really well to bounce back in this series. And now we're tied at 1-1. I'm seeing Dave's adopted son come out on top of this one. I think they've got that better teamwork overall, and they've definitely proven that they can make these grand finals beforehand. So getting there again is going to be what they want to be doing. They want to be trying to aim towards that, get that rematch against Cartel 2s. 25-20 in that one, a bit of a closer game overall. And I think realistically now, we saw Truth in the last series with Cat Fox, and they did come out and win that one. It's really, really good teamwork between Marine and Mister. I think Marine had 12 assists and Mister got the killing frenzy in that game. So that's what I want to see going into this next game if they're going to stand a chance at Cat Fox. But Nighty, so far, the finals are living up to it here on the Alpha stream. We've had 2 game 3s. I mean, I can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, this is really to be expected, right? Like, all the teams have been putting in a lot of work. They were ready for today. They know that there's no more 2s after this. We're going into a 4v4 format. So, you know, they want to get as much of that energy out as possible. They love them some doubles, and they've been practicing really hard. So this is it. Like, they know they need to step up if they want to prove that Shady and Legend aren't uncontested, that there is some talent out there that can take them down. Then today is the day to do it.
Absolutely, and we're going to jump on board into our game 3 of this series. This is for the chance in the winners' finals. We're on board with Shicey, and he almost got peppered by a lot of shots there. The battle for camo has already been taking place, and I believe that it's been burnt from the side. So a nice burn again from Sanok there, left in the 1 versus 2, and Shicey is now going to be absolutely sword down by the two players on the side of Dave's adopted son. 2-0 start from Mr. Marine. That's exactly what they want to ask for. And it's the same way they started last time we saw them on Truth. So yeah, it's nice play, but Sana getting a good kill to answer back.
He should have known that player was going to go for the trade. That's basically what he needed to do. That was the win for him. And then there was no trade being made, but they come right back out, and Mista gets that 5-shot perfect on to Shiesty. We're going to see some nice control coming out of both players. They get the information that both of them spawn in, so they just hold forward and get both players wiped. Ooh. That's exactly what you want to see on this map. That's how you play it. And now they're immediately working towards blue. They see that there's one player there, so they have to be ready for this next one. They didn't see the other player, so they have to be like, okay, well, he could have spawned in bubble, he could have spawned in red. And Marine wasn't ready for that. He wasn't thinking about the big picture. He wasn't playing chess. He was playing checkers. And that's going to bite you when you're playing against players like this. Dave's adopted son was able to really capitalize on that mistake, and they were able to get themselves out of a spawn kill. So now they can set themselves up. Shiesty's got to win this one. He does. He knocks it down. And now Meista's going to be all by himself. We're going to see, I'm sorry, Mista. Mista is going to be all by himself. He's going to be putting some shots down, but he needs to get out of there because he could get double-teamed really quickly here. But look at the aggression. The aggression out of Mista. He flies in. He thought that Marine had more shots than he had. He got a little bit too desperate there. He thought he was getting pinched, and he made a play too early. Didn't wait for his shields. We're going to wait for this camo to be up. They're in perfect position for it. They just need to wait for Cat Fox to make a play, and they do. Mista gets away with that kill. Very big kill out of Cat Fox. Cat Fox are in a good position now.
Yeah, I'd want to see Shiesty try and play for that camo more base. He looked to try and get some kills on the map more than trying to burn that camo from his squad. And what we saw with that last game was, as you said, 90, 4 OSs went the side of Dave's adopted son. And they only won 25-20. Obviously, they did really well to control the OS times and really did really well to capitalize on having those OSs. But so far, we've seen 2 power-ups now on the side of Cat Fox, and they're 11-5 in the lead. This is a scary time. That nade hit mark going to get take down Sana, who's playing in the toilets, and he's dead for it. Trying to play sneaky, and he's getting caught out. Marine now almost like a predator hunting down this camo, sprinting to get some shots onto Dave's adopted son, but Shiesty's met him there, some nice shots backing him down. This is what I like to see from Marine and Mista. They're not going aggressive across the map. They're using that communication together. They're trying to play as a team. They're not soaring in and ego challenging. They're just trying to use the advantage they have and get these slays off the board. Marine should be taking down. There's some nice pressure from Sanart and Shiesty. They do regain top middle. They need to get some slays together to get back into this game, Nicely.
Marine needed to give up top middle right there. As soon as he knew that Mista went down, he needed to just play his life and really delay it. Like, delay any type of control that Dave's adopted son could get. He just needed to be as sneaky as possible, not let himself be known, and just wait for Mista. Really that's the type of game you've got to be playing. But it seems to be working out. There was no super control from Dave's adopted son. They weren't able to make anything happen off of that win. Mista going to come out with the perfect shots. He is not missing right now. An absolute laser beam from him, just in the robot mode right now, just keeping it going. But Shiesty, he meets him right back. That's great from him, coming off of his spawn. Not going to get trapped in there. That's going to be another one for him. And the camo is going to be up. But oh no, Shiesty gets caught out. Bad timing. You don't want to leave your teammate alone to get this power up.
Yeah, Sanok gets the burn. So Vax camo off the map. Yeah, Shiesty. So there's nice shots from Marine across the map there to take down Shiesty. And Sanok did what he had to do to get that camo off the map. So camo no longer in effect for the next 2 minutes as well. It's going to be all pistol fights. And look at this. Shiesty and Sanok was a great team shot. Misses left alone. He's trying to get a trade. He's trying to play really, really frustrating. Try and play those corners to perfection. Sanok's going to hunt in. He said, I'm not going to face you in these corners. Let's get a trade on the board. But realistically, David's adopted son can't afford trades anymore. They're 5 kills down. And Shiesty answers a nice, perfect kill. That's a big shot under the map from Big Dave there. 4 kills in between this one. And Shiesty's now already knowing where the spawners are, but Sanok gets caught out again. They need to see Sanok and Shiesty play as a team more in this game, because there's only going to be 7 kills left. Shiesty gets a nice shot, but Marine gets that kill in the end. So trade still across the board here. And Dave's adopted son need to regroup and try and play their numbers. Such
a big win from Marine to control the map. And then he's going to get help Mista, and Mista keeps him alive with that one. Very massive play from Marine. Marine getting into another 1v1 fight. He's not going to be able to get that one. Hopefully, Mista can get this cleanup here. He probably needed to commit to that one because Sanart is going to be right up behind him. Very big cleanup for Mista. Mista being able to get that kill is massive. Now it's a 1v1. Great shots being put down by Marine. He's going to get a little bit more real estate on the map, pushing out like that. He's going to secure Carbine, and he's going to call out to his teammate that he's in pink. He can pretty much surmise that the player is going to be spawning in blue. So he's set up in the bubble, and we're going to see a kill come out of Marine. Very big kills for Marine right now. Marine is just playing lights out to end this series. There's only 2 kills to go. This is pretty much done and dusted. Shiesty gets taken down, and here's the final one. They're going to be hunting him down. They know he's in pink. They got the information, and the final kill comes in. That's going to be Cat Fox going to the winners bracket finals. Good Lord, they are on a run.
Oh my days, Nighty. They are for sure. And the body shots at the end, like we saw in game 1 to finish off game 3. Mista heating up, and he's letting them know as well. He goes 13 for 9. His teammate Marine goes 12 for 7. Some really, really nice plays. But I think there's a few individual 1v1s which changed the tide of that game. Shiesty losing a 1v1 against Marine at about 21 to 16 to try and spark a comeback. And also early on towards what I think is a second or third camo where Mr. Marine managed to grab that one. I think they killed Shiesty and then killed Sanart to grab it as well. So nice plays there when they needed it from Mr. Marine. And Cat Fox, they've taken down the Giants' Divine Mind. And they've taken down our grand finalists in week 3, Dave's adopted son. They've locked in their final game, most likely against Cartel 2s as well. So, I mean, realistically, we've been talking about it all series long, Nighty, and in the series before. This team shot coming in from Mr. Marine has been quality, but also their individual survivability from both Marine and Mr. in this series has kept them alive in so many different situations. How many times did we see maybe Shiesty and Sanart have 2 players up versus 1 player of Cat Fox, and they managed to get a trade, or they managed to run away with their lives? I mean, I was so hyped. My screen was going pixelated for a second there from the amount which was going on in my brain. Yeah, Nighty, what a series that was.
The brain power was just shooting off the radiation and just killing your camera. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, the amazing upsets coming in from this team. I think we saw their placements last week was in the top 12. I'm not sure the teams that they were beaten by, but this is a completely different team this week. They beat the top 2 competitors that were in their way, and now they're going for the top spot, the peak of the mountain. They have reached it all the way to the top. This is just tremendous. We are seeing a Cinderella story in motion right now, all the way from 12th place to playing for first at the moment. They are going up against the big wigs, Cartel, Legend, and Shady, the best of the best.
And Marine, you're talking about Nighty saying you can beat Legend and Shady. This is going to be your chance. We see the bracket there. Cartel 2s and Cat Fox are locked up in our winners finals here. Winner of this, guaranteed top 2, goes in favor in our grand finals as well. And as you said at the start of the stream, one of the first things we were talking about, Nighty, Marine came out and said, yeah, I think we can beat Legend and Shady. Well, I tell you what, after this break, we'll see if that's going to happen. We'll see you all shortly.
Match.